Previously on Drag Duel, the Met Gala was back and Titanic Donovan led the final 7 warriors to the red carpet with the theme Threads of Time, styling the ages of art. In what might have been the greatest design battle in Drag Duel history, everybody slayed the runway, and both Hennessey and Elektra took home the win. Smokey Karmikael and Heavy Cream were the bottom placing warriors, and after a close drag duel, our king Heavy Cream was the next to leave the arena. Joining our main judges Hydra and Dom Perignon, we have Season 1 Mixed Congeniality and host of The Aftermath, Susan.
Welcome back to Drag Duel. We are at round 10. Can you believe it?
Happy holidays from our very dysfunctional family to yours. And just like any family during the holidays, it's time to kick somebody out of the castle. So which one of our final 6 will not make it to the semi-final episode next week?
But before we get into all of that, we just want to remind you that this season our warriors are fighting for a $2,500 cash prize courtesy of you, our lovely supporters on Patreon and Indiegogo.
The winner will also receive 2 custom press-on nail sets from Kitty Cosmetics, crafted to strike, stun, and slay. A $100 custom lash package from Lash Core, the ultimate finishing touch to any winning look. A custom, one-of-a-kind wearable art piece from Vintage Thrivals, the black, queer-owned brand transforming sustainable fashion into iconic drag armor. A custom quality human hair wig from Bootsy herself, because no crown is complete without the hair to match. And speaking of crowns, our champion will also receive a crown fit for a warrior. Last week, we unfortunately said goodbye to Heavy Cream, and the warriors are still pretty shook about it. Let's see how everyone is doing now that they have made the final 6.
I feel so great about winning my 3rd challenge. It feels correct. I'm very proud of myself. I put in a lot of work, and I feel very redeemed in not placing high in the first design challenge. So I've now won 2 design challenges, so I feel good about that. I'm happy.
Oh, I was feeling ecstatic. I was ready for the next win again.
I really do like my momentum right now. I definitely kicked it into high gear, and I've been putting in a lot of work, because if I make it this far, I might as well win, right? If I make it this far, I might as well win the whole thing.
I did survive, and I'm happy about that. A lot of mixed emotions, because obviously you don't want to end up in that place. But overall, we're still here. We're still kicking for another week, and I'm excited to see what comes next.
Heavy going home was actually probably the gaggiest elimination for me. Yeah, sure, the first couple eliminations were gaggy, but I thought they deserved it. Heavy was such a big contender for this crown, in my opinion. So Heavy going home really did gag me. I was not expecting that at all.
That's me beating up the judges. Not actually. I don't condone violence. Violence is bad. I'm sad, obviously. Obviously I do king, but it's not my main thing. So I'm sad that now there's no strong representation for kings on the show. And also Heavy was my brother. I love Heavy.
But to end up taking out one of the strongest people here feels correct. Feels right. I'm joking, but yeah. It was definitely bittersweet. I'm sorry, Heavy. Love you.
But competition-wise, I saw him as some of my biggest competition, so I was excited to see him go, because getting to the crown made it that much easier with him gone. Rest in peace, Heavy Cream. I would prefer a dairy-free option.
I was okay with Heavy sort of leaving, to be honest. I would have been more disappointed if anybody else left. The one thing about Heavy that I can really appreciate is Heavy always had crazy-ass production, and I loved it. And I feel like right now, besides me, nobody else is producing shit. They're really cutting it really, bottom of the barrel here. I'm throwing that one out there.
Now that Heavy's gone, I kind of feel a little bit isolated. Our styles of drag is not like that classic drag, and right now the other people I'm in this competition with are that classic drag, and so I'm feeling a little bit like it's just me. I was expecting to be in the bottom because all the other competitors were like, this isn't fashion. Whatever that means, not fashion. I saw group chat. What is fashion? You know what I got? Fashion is subjective. Girl, what? I have nothing but respect for these people. That I think that's why it weighs on me so heavy, is because I respect these people's opinions a lot. But like being told that what I'm doing is not fashion, and then when I ask what is fashion, I get fashion is subjective. I'm a little bit like, okay, great, wonderful. If everyone's saying this, then maybe I should fully prepare for a bottom placement right now, which I wasn't. Get fucked. Sorry. I'm in a mood if you can't tell.
So, it was post-submission, me, Nia, and Smokey got on a chat. And we were just talking about people's submissions like we do. And then overall, we're like, everyone did a really fucking amazing job in this design challenge. Who do we think is gonna go home? So we were like, okay, we're gonna have to like pull on straws here, pull on strings, and like really nitpick on the details about who's gonna land in the bottom. So we're like, okay, we can see potentially Gwen being in the bottom, not because of the concept. The concept was, in my opinion, one of the strongest, if not the strongest, out of all the looks. It was the actual delivery of the look that we could see Gwen being in the bottom of it, not being like high fashion, doesn't really fit, in our opinion. Everything's an opinion, remember. In our opinion, was not necessarily what could be at the Met Gala.
I get a message from my sister, Sierra Vista. I love her. She's a patron. And the patrons can be in the arena chat with the competitors, kind of just listening to what they're talking about. She texts me as like, dude, they're in here like tearing your outfit apart. Someone just called it ugly. And I was like, what? Because I had just asked a little bit ago, what does everyone think this week? And I got a lot of like, ooh, yeah, like, everyone did good. Gwen, I'm a little worried about yours just because I don't know if it really reads as Met Gala, but like I still thought it was really wonderful. And then hearing like it was getting torn apart and being called like ugly, I was a little pissed. Obviously, like, I don't care if people think it's ugly. I care that I'm hearing that, like, I'm literally asking for your opinion, and then you're saying sunshines and rainbow, and then there's this whole other chat being had where, like, shit's getting torn apart. Which all three of them deny they said that, but I kind of trust my sister that she's not going to just lie to me about that. It became this whole thing. I'm like, it did not need to become that. It did not need to become this whole thing.
I was gooped and gagged to see Gwen's little soliloquy in the arena. I like was going through it. I was like, damn, who's Gwen talking about? And then I saw my name. I said, excuse me. I've only ever talked very highly of Gwen's drag. So I was just gooped, gopped, and smacked to see that I was calling Gwen's drag ugly. I was like, me? That's crazy. That was crazy. And it's also just not true. We have these fucking little Patreons snooping in our chats and going telling their friends and tattletaling and spreading lies on us, which is crazy. Patreons, this is not your drama. Stay out of it. Get out of here. We don't want you. We want you. We want your money. But we don't want you up in our drama getting involved. That's not your business. Stay out of our business like that. And that was crazy.
I was just so confused as to why I was even involved in Gwen Gate, because, like, I was very honest with Gwen and told her what I felt from the beginning. So to get this whole thing coming back at me, and for some reason I was prime suspect number one, and I was like, bitch, we solved our issues. So WTF.
Patrons got involved because Hennessey was like, well, how did Gwen find this out? Had to have been one of these patrons, and she added the other patrons, and then found out it was my sister Sierra, and then like the patrons chat started talking about it, and it became this whole multiple chat thing, and I was just like, I just wanted y'all to take accountability and like be like, you know what, yeah, like we were tearing shit up behind your back.
I thought Gwen and I were friends. I got Gwen's number, you know? I was like, I love Gwen. Gwen is great. We've been kikiing this entire season. We've been chatting. And I was just like, I was a little hurt. And honestly, I am still a little hurt that Gwen would just like believe. Obviously, it's like they're like real friends, IRL friends, who told them, which like, that has more jurisdiction than some rando on the internet. But like, it was the double downing, triple downing, quadruple downing, quintuple downing on the fact that we were calling their drag ugly, which was just literally not true. And we had multiple sources saying that it was not true, and Gwen was still believing it and still being booty hurt over the whole situation, which definitely got me in my feels.
It was a very bad game of telephone being played and names being thrown around about things that weren't actually said. And then Gwen coming in so hot and heavy kind of made it very difficult to kind of like move past it, because it's like, I'm not upset at Gwen. I'm a little ticked off that in a way that, you know, I thought we had a better connection as contestants and, you know, friends to not throw such an accusatory thing around, and also know to get our information, you know, from the source itself and not from a third party person. But obviously that had happened, and so we end up to where we were. And, you know, we talked and stuff in the DMs and about everything, even though it took me like a week to like really process a lot. But we did talk in the DMs and we kind of sorted it out there. You know, amends were made. I still think it's like one of those things, like when someone close to you does something or creates some sort of like shock factor, it's going to take a little bit of time to recuperate from that, because it's like such a raw thing that had happened.
Maybe it could have just been a one-on-one conversation. I realized that. But I don't regret calling them out. I don't regret it.
I love that I was not a part of this drama. Like, the fact that I've been skating by each of these dramas is really, really one of my favorite parts about all of this.
This week, the Warriors were asked to spread some holiday joy and give us a good laugh by creating some holiday parody videos.
Each warrior will pick a winter holiday song and transform it into a comedy parody. There is one goal in mind: make it funny and make us laugh.
They will then need to record and edit a 90 to 120 second parody music video. Now, we do not expect them to be sound engineers, so if anybody needs any help with sourcing the audio or editing their music mix, they can ask production and we will be happy to help them.
What we do expect is for them to write clever and funny lyrics and deliver them in an engaging and comedy-centric video.
And on the runway category is Sweet Tooth. Present a look inspired by any candy, desserts, or sweet treats.
Last week, Alex, Elektra, and Hennessey both snatched a win, and with it, a power-up. So let's see how they decided to use their power-up.
Hi, Hennessey and Alex! Congratulations on winning round 9 of Drag Duel and winning yourself a power-up. However, just to note, your power-up will not be used together. Each of you will get the chance to use this power-up. Are you ready to hear what it is?
Oh god, the power-ups, fucking hell.
Well, the next week our warriors will participate in a holiday parody comedy challenge. Each warrior will have to create their very own music video parody inspired by iconic holiday songs. However, the two of you will receive the Jigglmeister power-up.
I only know about Jägermeister.
The fuck is Jinglemeister? What the fuck you call me?
It's a drink. Hello? Wait, I wasn't listening.
Each of the 4 main judges, that means Derek, Bootsy, wait, that's me, Hydra, and Dom, picked one holiday song each. The person each of you select will have to spin the jingle wheel.
What do you mean, jingle wheel? What do you mean?
And the song that they land on, they have to use for their music video parody.
Oh my god, I need to go to surgeon. I'm not even listening Bootsy anymore. She's just talking into my ear.
You cannot choose the same person. It has to be two separate people. And you can use this power-up on each other. So you can disadvantage your twinner if you really want to. How devious would that be?
This bitch better not pick me.
You can play this however you want. You can do it as a team, you can do it individually. You can do whatever you want because you've got the power. So use it wisely.
Not too much.
Oh, I think we'll probably play like paybacks.
Who do I want to choose? Should I choose Neon? Because I know she had a lot of plans. Is that shady? That's shady.
I don't know who I'm gonna give.
If she wants to use it on me, I'm using that on her. Fucking her. She ain't not gonna do that to me.
I forgive, but I don't forget.
Alex, let's talk. We'll talk, Alex. I want to talk.
So with the power-ups this week, to be frank, I did not understand what the hell these power-ups were until someone had to explain it to me.
I wonder who Alex is gonna pick to get disadvantaged with this disadvantageous power-up. I wonder. I'm so inquisitive. I'm thinking so hard right now. I wonder who it's gonna be.
Well, I wanted to like this one time, since I got that power up, I just wanted to be a bit strategic. The fresh power up that was given on me was by Trans, so I'm thinking they thought that she will get the power up from me. I just wanted to like shake it off a bit, and also if Hennessey was picking the strongest warriors, like she would maybe give the power up to Smokey. I thought I was gonna get like two birds with one stone.
For me, part of me, I'm not necessarily doing strategy. I'm doing a little bit of a social game, emotional play. Because Gwen was talking out of their ass, talking off their mouth, going on and on about how this Patreon was telling people about how me, Smokey, and Neon were talking shit about Gwen, how their drag is ugly, how their drag is shit, doo-doo garbage. And none of that is true. None of that was said by me, nor Neon, nor Smokey. So I'm said, you're gonna cause all of this mess? Here, take this. Take this. I choose Gwen. You did it to yourself. Diva, it's all because of you.
What had happened affected Hennessey, and probably it changed Hennessey's opinion on Gwen, but Hennessey's in it for the competition. I know that much to be true. This hooker ain't playing.
I decided to use the power up on Hennessey. I said, sorry girl, I just had to give it to you.
Miss Alex was sneaky about that because we chatted with each other and being like, okay, who do you want to use the power up on? And then Alex went to sleep, apparently what I thought. And like we're like, oh, we'll talk about it later. And then when I was like, okay, I'm ready to use the power up, but Alex is asleep, so I just gotta use it. And then they're like, oh yeah, Alex already used it. I'm gonna choose Gwen because Gwen did it to themselves. And then it is revealed that Alex sneakily chose me. I was like, oh, she's sneaky.
I knew it was getting used against me. I just already knew it was getting used against me. I actually went into the conversation, I go, let me think about this. Do I want this power up to be used against me before I even sent the message? And I go, I don't give a fuck. And I sent it. Because I knew if I started that shit, it was gonna get used against me because I was saying things. And I just didn't care. At the end of the day, I didn't know what Christmas song I wanted to do. I had no fucking ideas. And so the power up made it so that like I didn't have to choose. It was just like, okay, cool, this is what I get, you know, like having a song assigned to me like took the pressure off. So I was super into it.
I was a little gagged at how the power-ups were used. There are multiple wolves in me, right? Okay, there's always like 10 wolves in me, but the two main wolves that were like in my trains of thought, one was, why didn't Alex give me the power up? I just gave you a disadvantage. Like, why wouldn't you disadvantage me? Probably because she doesn't see me as a threat. And that made me mad because like, girl, don't piss me off. But then on the other hand, I'm like, am I mad that she didn't give me the disadvantage? Like, how are you gonna be mad she didn't disadvantage me?
Also, the fact that nobody considers me competition has actually been working out quite well for me because nobody's giving me a disadvantage. So I'm like, y'all keep going after each other and little old me is gonna scoot on by to the finale.
Some crazy challenges y'all are giving us. Who would have thought of those stuff?
I was excited it was another comedy challenge, but more than that, I was excited that it was another video challenge, because I think I do really good at these video challenges. I won one.
I wanted a little bit of a redemption for the music video challenge, which I am still bitter about. So that part was good.
I was so excited for another comedy challenge. Obviously, like I had one fat chat, and so I feel like it really emboldened me to feel proud of the comedy that I'm able to come up with.
So I'm actually disappointed in my comedy ability. I thought I was gonna do pretty good in the comedy department, and they haven't really been hitting the way that I expected them to hit. That said, I have always done pretty decently. I did get high on both comedy challenges.
This one I had more fun with because it was not one take. I could like film stuff and see and learn from my mistakes and just do better.
So for this challenge, I really was excited to do a parody. I've written verses before, I've recorded raps before, but I was excited to do this one because I've never done like a Christmas parody or anything like that.
I do have my own song out there. I have written a song and produced a song before, so I knew a little bit about the process going into it. So I did feel like I had a little bit of a secret advantage.
Look at me. I dressed as a wolf and did Alpha Hungry Like the Wolf for week 1. Of course I liked that it was a parody challenge. I'm an internet kid. All right, I grew up on Bart Baker and Shane Dawson. But we don't talk about that. It's evil. He's so evil.
I hate this challenge. I was a child of YouTube. I was watching all of the YouTube parodies. I was watching Shane Dawson. I wouldn't say I like it, but I can appreciate the art of a parody. But for me, it is not my tea. It is not the way I like comedy. I don't find them funny anymore. So I was just not excited about this challenge at all. And on top of it, this is actually not a joke. I am literally and legit a theater kid with singing trauma. I can't sing. I'll say that's my only flaw, is that I can't sing. I was never able to find my voice. I was like beat down as a kid for having a little gay voice. I was beat down for not being able to sing well enough. I was like never given the opportunity to even try. And my high school theater director very much metaphorically and emotionally beat me down for not having what he thought a musical theater voice should be. And ever since then, I was always so scared to even just like speak up, to talk, and let alone sing. I fucking hate singing in front of people. It is literally my least favorite thing in the entire world. My personal hell is karaoke. Singing in front of hundreds, hopefully thousands of people worldwide is literally terrifying to me.
Do I see there being like a clear person who is like individually like the Sasha Colby of the season? I mean, I would like to say I am the Sasha Colby of the season, obviously. But obviously there is no Sasha Colby in the season because Sasha Colby's not here.
There is the Goliath that is Hennessey. She has always been that diva, and I think everyone was always looking at her as a threat, and so she has kept up her end of the bargain. She is keeping her necks on us all, and you know what? Good for her. I will say, other than Hennessey, the threats definitely have switched up in my opinion. Like, I did not see Smokey being such a front runner. This bitch has turned everything out. Like, I love my sister, but like behind the scenes, she's very quiet and shy and demure. Then I see her main challenges and I'm like, oh, this girl is like coming for us all. I'm looking more at like my sisters who I was just kind of like, oh, we're besties, it's fine. Now I'm like, oh, y'all are coming for my crown. Okay, cool, that's good to know.
I saw Smokey as my biggest competition. She's been killing all of the comedy challenges. She loves to write. So I knew from a lyrical point of view, from a comedy point of view, she would do really well. And she's also good at emoting on camera. When you see her lip syncs, you're just gravitated towards her. So even though her production value is questionable at times, she's able to sell you even with the most minimum amount of production value around it.
I'm viewing everyone as a threat because you never know when it can turn, who can have a good week, who cannot have a good week. It's still scary. I'd love to win this.
All right, Gwen and Hennessey, it is time for the Wheel of Jingle to pick your parody song. Your options are The 12 Days of Christmas, Santa Tell Me, Hey Sis, It's Christmas, and All I Want for Christmas Is You. Do any of these songs stand out as something you really want or really don't want?
I don't really have a preference. 12 Days of Christmas could be fun, just because that sounds like a good setup punchline song.
I think I could do something fun with like 12 Days of Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas Is You would be fun, because, you know, that sounds like a great way to cause a cat fight in the chat, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want that song.
All right, Gwen, you are up first. I will now spin the Wheel of Jingle.
Hey, it's me, RuPaul. I'm RuPaul.
You have received Hey Sis, It's Christmas by the RuPaul. How are you feeling about that?
I was really nervous coming in, but no, that sounds great. That sounds like a fun song to do. I got Hey Sis, It's Christmas. Like, that is the gay Christmas song, so I'm like, fantastic. So I have no complaints with the pirate being used against me. In fact, I didn't feel bitter about that at all.
Hennessey, only 3 options left. I will once again spin the Wheel of Jingle.
Oh, goodness. Oh, God. We get some vocals from me.
You have got All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey herself. Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I mean, it's all vocals. She be singing down in it. I gotta warm up.
I mean, you are a theater kid, so
I
if anyone was
can't
going
sing.
Oh.
I really can't. I can't.
Well, good luck.
The fact that I got fucking Mariah Carey, the vocalists of all of Christmas music, was crazy. Shady universe. But it was also just telling me to just fucking go for it. And like, maybe deep inside, there is a vocalist. Some of us are recording artists, and some of us are vocalists, and some of us are neither. But I think it really was like an opportunity for me to tackle my fears.
Christmas is such an interesting time.
I mean, I grew up in Canada, so snowy white Christmas, big Italian family, so you think about like 20 people at a household, all yelling at each other. That's why I'm like short and very loud, is because I always had to like get my voice heard. Christmas in my house is chaos. Like, if you watch The Bear, there's that Christmas episode of The Bear, legit my house. Like, I couldn't watch that episode because like, this just reminds me of home.
I knew when my dad was a Santa to surprise us when we were kids, because I recognized his boots. I was just that kind of kid. Nothing was like going past me.
My family was pretty fucking poor growing up, so holidays were very chill. It was just like a time for my family to get together, eat some good ass food. My mom's black, my dad is white, but my mom grew up with a Puerto Rican stepmother, so all of the food she would cook was Puerto Rican. So I just assumed all black households for Christmas were eating like pernil, arroz con gandules, tostones, which is like having all of that shit on Christmas. I found out that that was not the case for all black people, but that's what I grew up eating for Christmas, and it was fucking delicious, and I love it so fucking much.
I haven't decorated my house. I cannot remember when was the last time I did it. I don't have time to decorate house. I don't have money to decorate house. Like, the list can go on, but I don't decorate house. I have heels. I can clamp heels to the walls, like use them as decoration, because I'd rather buy heels than ornaments.
When you're younger, you know, and like you haven't discovered queerness yet, I feel like holidays were great, you know. It was just like a fun time to see your cousins and play with toys, and like I got to see, you know, people I would only get to see like twice a year, the other being Thanksgiving. So it was just, yeah, and we had a Santa, you know, like my family did it cool. Like we had a Santa that would come to the house, and we would be like, Santa, you know, like elf style at the window, like, oh my fucking god, like 3-year-olds, like jumping and screaming because Santa's coming in, and it's just some like 6-year-old drunk dude that my parents found on Craigslist.
Christmas is not one of those things where I really celebrate with my family anymore, even though it's like we are able to like maybe get together, like we live semi-decently. It's just not something that happens.
Yeah, you get older and you discover you're queer, and all of a sudden, like, you know, you are listening to what people are saying for the first time, and you realize that, like, you can't really be yourself like you used to be around the holidays. I'm actually not out to most of my family. So my cousins, again, my cool cousins, like, I got the cool cousins that gender me correctly. Like, they all, like, call me Corbin and use he, him, but a lot of my family will just call me my dead name. And, like, you know, you share what you're asked, and then after that you kind of keep it quiet, because it will turn into a fight, you know, and, like, the last thing you want on Christmas Eve is for your queerness to be the center of conversation. You know, like, I would much rather watch my 5-year-old cousins get excited about, like, hanging out with Santa and opening presents than to hear my 50-year-old great aunt and uncle talk about how, like, the queers are ruining everything.
Christmas is the loneliest time of year. Fun fact, it's actually the busiest time of year for the red light district in Amsterdam because people are so lonely that they're looking for company. So if you do know anybody who doesn't have a big family, whose parents potentially passed, who doesn't have a family, like a given family, not a chosen family, I would just say, just reach out. Like, honestly, people are always afraid to ask for help, and people are always so busy that they're not thinking of each other. So I would say, go over, say hi, make sure you tell everyone Merry Christmas, because that might be their highlight of their day.
We do choose our own families, as a great RuPaul once said.
Put yourself out there, find your people, and I promise that they will be there to support you. And there's so much community support.
Last year, on Christmas, I was living with my drag daughter, and we had my other drag daughter over at the house who I didn't live with. And we decorated the house. I took them out to get like a real Christmas tree. We went out to the lot and we picked out a Christmas tree together, and we were playing Christmas music, and I made us some hot chocolate, and no one yelled at each other. No one got belittled for being who they are. And like, we sang Christmas songs together, and like, it felt like I was a kid again, and it was fucking awesome. And then, yeah, like, we plugged in the lights on the Christmas tree, and we just sat and we looked at it and we all cried. Like, I'm gonna try not to cry right now, but it was just like the first time in a while that, like, I got that, like, warm feeling of Christmas I felt as a kid, and it was fucking awesome.
I know I'm now more like that type of family oriented. I mean, of course, I know a lot of friends who has also had that problem to be disowned by a family because they're trans, gay, or whatever in between. So that was one of my fears when coming out. That's why I did it like 30 years later. But I was just like very family oriented, and that was the scary part for me. We were like in a village, like a couple of hours from Belgrade, and it was on a wedding. And I got so drunk. It's crazy, you know, you go to family stuff, and you know, there's family who don't know about you, and then you're like pretending, and like after 30 years I was like, I went through so much shit. If I'm gonna be like, you know, like that in front of my family, like, what am I even doing, you know? So I don't know, I got so drunk and I suddenly started crying by over the table. I mean, of course, I went with my aunt outside, and I just couldn't stop crying. And then I told her, and also like 4 years before that, it was also in a village on a wedding when I told my mom first, and I was also drunk and crying. So like, I don't know, it was so much, it was chaotic. It was chaotic, but they all were very accepting of me. which was weird for me. And I mean, I kind of knew that. I wished that would be like the thing that would come out as them being supported towards me, you know. I wished for that, but I was scared and skeptical for coming out. And it, let me knock on the wood, it turned out good. I was beyond myself happy with everything that turned out. And I wouldn't say I'd regret it for not doing it earlier, but I could have. Maybe I'd be even better now. I'm not sure.
So this, for me, was actually really easy to do because I have wanted to do something centered around this like concept for a long time. So the concept I landed on was like a trans Santa Claus. I wanted it to be like this transgender Santa Claus that was kind of like an amalgamation of all of these dumb, stupid stereotypes that conservatives have about like trans people. So like right now in the world, obviously we have had the shooting of Charlie Kirk, and there's just like such a huge rise in anti-trans sentiment, even though we ain't got nothing to do with this, girl. But like online, like there are literally government officials being like, I think they supported tranny ideology, and then when it comes out that they didn't, they're like, well, I think they just deserve to find God. And actually, I'm like, it's such a sick, twisted narrative. I think like a lot of this has been weighing on my soul and on my conscience, and so this was like a fun way to add like light and levity into my life with such nasty things happening around me. Found my wig for the runway this week, drag duel. So excited. Wish I was kidding, but let's make something happen, okay? Wait for this runway.
I'm at the recording studio, the stew, and I hate myself so fucking much. I hate every moment of this. I'm literally traumatized. I literally am traumatized. I literally have like crashed out like 20 times. I've almost cried like 20 times. Literally, no, I like had to like turn to the side and like cry a little bit. I hate every moment of this. Every single fucking moment. I hate you, Derek and Bootsy, for making me do this shit. Oh, to play.
You got it, bitch. You got it.
Oh, you got it, bitch. You got it. I don't need your net. Shit. I don't need your spray tan shit stains or your nasty all to pay. Hey, you ate that, you ate that, you ate that. Woo, 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 woo. Things in DC right now are real fucked. It's fucked. National Guard everywhere, police everywhere, abducting people off the streets. It is really, really dark times in DC, and it is scary. And it is really hard right now to have fun and to enjoy myself in DC. Nightlife has decreased. People aren't going out as much. People aren't buying drinks, so the bars are suffering, meaning that our drag artists are getting less opportunities. There are less drag shows. There's just less money out there for us as artists. Restaurants are struggling. People aren't going out, so people's livelihoods are struggling. A lot of like kitchen staff, a lot of people working don't feel comfortable enough to go to work. So restaurants are struggling getting people in the door as customers and getting people in as workers. The only way I think I could have fun right now and really like enjoy myself and find joy is by poking fun at what is actually happening in the city. So I wanted to do a little bit of political humor. I wanted to make sure that I was also just bringing a little bit of attention to what is actually happening, and also just poking fun of it and making fun and having fun and trying to find joy in these fucking dark times, and that is what I wanted to do.
So I got Hey Sis It's Christmas, and instantly, like, I don't even know how I thought of it, but I was just like, I just knew I wanted to do a take on Queer Christmas. Hello gang, welcome to my pillow fort, where I, as a fully grown adult, am hiding so my parents won't hear this recording. I'm out to them, they know everything, but we just don't ask, don't tell it. But yes, welcome to my pillow fort, where I'm hiding while I record this dang message. And to all of my other fellow queers out there who grew up religious or Christian, I see you and I love you, and welcome to my pillow fort. You are welcome here.
And now the stage is set, the lights are bright, and the holiday cheer is about to hit full swing.
Sit back and let's check out this commercial for the Drag Duel Holiday Christmas Classic Collection Volume 1.
Watch closely, you will not want to miss a single sweet detail in these performances.
And remember, the Warriors tipping info will be on screen during their performances. So come on, have some Yuletide cheer and spread the love by tipping this cast.
Now, let the Drag Duel festivities begin!
This holiday season, allow the newest voices in music to put you in the holly jolly spirit. It's the Drag Duel Holiday Classic Collection Volume 1 CD, out now. Featuring holiday standards such as Let It Snow. Let It Blow?
Oh, the Christmas came, how frightful. But this counter feels so delightful. And since I've got no wine to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, my cookies won't show signs of rising, but my nose says no surprising. Now my head's stuck, don't you worry, dough. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. When the husband walks in tonight, how he'll hate it, all the flour is gone. But my buns will be crispy and tight. That'll keep him up till the dawn. Now my brain cells slowly frying, but my jaw is still supplying. As long as the white sugar flows, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Okay, and who could forget the classics like Santa Baby?
Santa baby, slip your hand up under my dress. It's tight, it don't bite. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, and treat me like a puppet tonight. Pass the Crisco oil. Santa baby, I got your favorite Swiss Navy lube. Let's goon. I don't really know what gooning is, but Santa baby, come shove it down my chimney tonight. Ooh, that hurts a little bit. I said more lube. No other holiday can harden my tits. But really, I'll bust it open for any fat guy named Saint Nick.
Ho, ho, ho.
Now bring me some of that jolly cock. Oh, come on, Santa. I'll even blow you under the bridge where Jack Frost likes to get off. Okay, Santa, maybe I came on just a little bit strong. Let me just taste the tip. Santa, baby, just come on my tits. Is it really that fucking wrong? Santa baby. Oh my god, I swear to fuck if you're in there with that bitch, Mrs. Claus, I'm gonna burn this goddamn gingerbread hut to the motherfucking ground and use Rudolph's head as a goddamn chandelier, bitch. Santa baby. Oh, fuck this shit, I'm over it, Marty. This is my Eartha Kitt scat. Skagackety cock cock cock.
Right, okay, sit by the fire and listen to everyone's favorite modern classic. Hey sis, it's Transjenifahs.
Hey sis, it's Transmas. We've got all the dolls and the manses. Don't forget the theys and the thamses. We gon' have the best Transmas we ever did planses. Hey sis, it's Transmas. With my favorite sirs and Miss Mamses. Don't forget the zers and the zamses. We gon' have the best Transmas we ever did planses. Boom. Right, it's Christmas Eve tonight, and you're the only queer in your family. That's right. The secret of your transness might become dinner gossip, causing a fight. Showing up first is your bigot, and she says gender is what's in your pants. Let's check there now to see what she means. And out of your pants comes the following things: a timepiece first, cause no souls can clock. A big fat gun, my pronouns are 9 and Glock. A bunch of clown rags. Have you had enough? And a butt plug so her mouth can plug it up. Your cool cousin shows up, your best confidant. They'll gender you correctly, but mess up only once and feel so bad they'll throw up in your stocking with the only gift that you actually want. Getting fired up, I'm ready for the presents. Little do you know your transphobic parents got you a bunch of things you don't identify as. Attack Apache helicopter and a train's flag. You hear your brother whisper the word fag. This Christmas is going downhill fast. Fuck. Hey sis, it's Transmas. This holiday didn't go as we planned it, cause that Santa Claus ain't a manses. We gon' have the best Transmas we ever did plans it. Hey sis, it's Transmas. We're about to throw these gifts in the Kansas. Hey sis, it's Transmas. Have the best Transmas we ever did plans it. And so, now that we're done, considering this is a RuPaul song, we have to say the T-slur at least once. We gon' have the best Transmas we ever did plans it. Hey squirrel friends, when one video ends, just open up another one. It's your response to Tranity. We gon' have the best Transmas we ever did plans it.
And the kids always love hearing Rudolph the home-wrecking reindeer.
Rudolph the deep-throat reindeer had a very busy mouth. And if you saw him working, you know what I'm talking about. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. Now they line up all nightly, waiting for the reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa snuck away. Found that red-nosed little twink on his knees behind the sleigh. Now I caught them red-handed, Santa dropping trout with glee. Rudolph the deep-throat reindeer cheated on me, Missy. Oh, the little elves all whisper low, Santa really loves that deer. Rudolph shines a different glow when he's spreading Christmas cheer. Well, now that reindeer's missing, haven't seen him round the pole. Couldn't find Rudolph anymore. Check the oven, grab a fork and knife. Ho, ho, ho. Rudolph the roasted reindeer, taste divine with Cabernet. Next time my man gets frisky, he'll remember who run this sleigh. Ha ha ha, Merry Christmas.
What the fuck? Okay. Drink some cocoa and relax to the sounds of Mariah Carey herself.
For Christmas Ew, not you, girl. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. Facts don't care about your feelings. There is just one bitch who do. I know. Don't care about the Prezi or his fascist boots. Don't fuck with ICE and their raids. Melt them bitches. All tea, all shade. Trump will make me fucking happy with the check on Christmas Day. I wanna filibuster that hoe. Filibuster, please. More than you can ever know. Make my wish come true. I want you. While military out of our streets, free healthcare, Murray Hill for president, and a fun-ass time. I don't need your spray tan shit stains or your nasty old toupee. I just wanna keep on living with Medicare and SNAP. Okay. Schumer and Hakeem are shit. Fuck! Doing nothing to stop this. Letting rich folks steal our day while the military's getting mother-talking paid. I just want you on your knees, begging Henny, mommy, please make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas. Okay, y'all, let's make one thing mother-talking clear. It's time to filibuster that hoe upside his head. Busy Christmas, America.
Now who the hell was that? Put some ornaments and be soothed by a Christmas staple? Here comes... I can't even say this one.
Here comes Tranny Claus, here comes Tranny Claus. She rolled out of her cave, fixin' to turn all the boys into girls and the girls into Seth Rogen. Alarms are ringing, children screaming, transition or you will die. Hide your kids and say your prayers, cause Tranny Claus comes tonight. Here comes Tranny Claus, here comes Tranny Claus. Does she have a syringe? A bag of hormones for all the kids to medically transition. Hear those pill bottles jingle jangle. Please don't tell the far right. Check under your bed or you could be next, cause Tranny Claus comes tonight. Actually tonight, or we're not pre-filming this. This is live. Girl, we have to hide. What do you mean? We have... Oh, shit. I think I see her. Okay, we'll be safe here. We just have to finish the song. Okay. Where is Tranny Claus? Where is Tranny Claus? She's a master of disguise. She doesn't care if you've transitioned once, she'll make you do it 5 more times. Tranny Claus knows being sis is evil, and she's always right. So pump those lips and tuck those nips, cause Tranny Claus comes tonight. Oh my god, I feel something on my feet. I think it's her. I think...
All of these and more can be yours to own for just 2 easy payments of $13.99. And you're probably asking yourself, bitch, no one listens to CDs anymore? Which is why we've preloaded the collection onto this MP3 player for only 3 easy payments of $13.99. Happy holidays!
Well, we will for sure have some of these tunes stuck in our head. I'm not sure we are allowed to repeat some of the lyrics, but either way, it's time for the sweetest runway presentation we've ever had. Category is Sweet Toot. Warriors, ready, set, runway!
Cherry, cherry, boom, boom. This queen is serving you sweet tooth couture in the form of wild berries ice cream cake fantasy. I'm giving you fruity, frosty, and oh so delicious because, baby, I am the dessert. This isn't just a cake. It's a couture, inspired by Effie Trinket's capital drama and Emily Autumn's gothic sweetness. I am mixing Hunger Games high fashion with Victorian candy shop realness. Judges, grab your spoons, because this queen is ready to be eaten up.
You may not want Neapolitan ice cream dripping on your forehead, but it may just be what you get. For this week's runway, Gwendolin is serving you a scoop of ice cream realness. Yes, for Sweet Tooth I chose ice cream because I am addicted to it. I love ice cream. This outfit is made by my lovely drag mother, Glam Lad Cometh, and I think I look really fierce in it. Also, it comes with a little surprise, so... Okay, bye.
week's Sweet Tooth runway, I wasn't gonna give you bubblegum pop. I went straight for licorice. English licorice, to be exact. Salty, sweet, loved by few, just like me. Inspired by rebels like Avril Lavigne, Gwen Stefani, and Wednesday Addams, I turned those striped candies into fashion. Full black and white stripes with sharp pops of neon, finished with handmade candy earrings and a licorice tie. Cool, edgy, and a little bit sweet. This isn't sugar-coated. This is pure neon noir.
For my Sweet Tooth runway, I am serving you a vintage strawberry, inspired by chocolate-covered strawberries and that little strawberry candy that your grandma has at the bottom of her purse. I'm taking the classic Dior cut silhouette and giving you a little sugar in the tank with a fascinator with a strawberry on top. And yes, of course, I made the entire look in a very short amount of time.
Get these cookies, baby. For this week's runway, I chose to go with the theme of Oreos. I just love everything about Oreos, from ice cream, the cookies, to milkshakes, and everything in between. On my outfit, I deconstructed an entire suit blazer that was white, and then I put on these big Oreo Cakester sleeves. Then I drew on this little milk detail on the top and the bottom of the sleeve, and then I sat here and created an Oreo purse.
This week on the runway, she's serving candy couture. I drew inspiration from bubblegum. I wanted to serve you something edible and high fashion. I wanted the fabric to resemble some freshly chewed up gum. I'm so proud of all of the work I put into the construction of this look, from, constructing the corset to the hand stitching, making it all look like gum, and this fun wire hat. Do you want a bite of my bubblegum?
Wow, what an absolutely delicious runway. Each of you brought something fun and original to the table tonight.
After I completed everything, I was like, okay, vocals. It might be the vocals in post, but low-key turned it. No shade. It is bad, but I low-key turned it.
To be honest, it turned out better than I anticipated. Oof, I had one day for the costume. And I made everything but corset and the leggings, the heels. I literally did it in 6 hours, everything.
I don't know what I was expecting the group to do this week. We haven't really necessarily done very well with these comedy challenges, but I feel like this has been our strongest comedy challenge that we've done this season yet.
For me personally, it's also gonna be interesting, quote unquote, because the people whose videos I thought were the funniest were actually the people who I thought had the worst runways, and vice versa. The people who had my favorite runways, I think did the worst in the challenge.
I really liked Smokey and Gwendolin. I do think Gwendolin, I liked her outfit the best. It was a chef's kiss. And the ice cream on her head, I love it. I feel her. My favorite sweet is also an ice cream. There's one waiting downstairs for me already. Lana bought me, because she knows I like ice cream.
I feel like I shouldn't say it. I feel like every time I say I think I'm gonna win, I am safe. So I think I'm gonna be safe.
Smokey and Trans were the funniest people for me. I love their videos were hysterical. I was laugh out loud laughing. But their runways were, in my opinion, the weakest of the group.
Obviously, I would love to be in the top. I want to get back in the top, okay? I have been very consistent, and so I'm like, I really want to get back into what I consider home.
Sister, I'm so sorry. I genuinely think the main person who's in trouble is Hennessey. And I actually really hate saying that because, again, like, I really love and respect Hennessey, but I just couldn't understand most of her video.
Overall, do I feel absolutely like, oh my god, I did an amazing, spectacular, perfect, professional job. I'm so proud I'm gonna win this challenge immediately? No. Honestly, I feel like I ultimately did shit. I don't like my end product at all. I'm honestly a little embarrassed about what I was able to present. But overall, I am super proud of what I was able to accomplish. This was like a super big fear of mine, trauma, etc. So I am just happy to be done with it, and I was happy that I was actually able to do it.
The divas I think are probably the most in trouble this week are going to be Alex, Elektra, and Neon Noire. I think Alex, just because, you know, it was not necessarily the most original or innovative. I'm not saying you have to like reinvent the wheel, but you know, you could oil it up maybe. I don't know, that's just me. Neon's was, I think, just a little vulgar, and I know she got that comment before on like diva, you have to tone it down on like how vulgar it is. And even for me, who enjoys vulgar humor, who enjoys like the crazy raunchy, I was like a little taken aback. And so I don't know how it's going to read to everybody else.
Tough decisions do need to be made. There is no playing it safe. Everybody will be critiqued.
Joining us once again on the judges panel this week, we have someone who is no stranger to Christmas cheer and stupidity. It's Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, thank you for having me. This isn't cocoa, this is tequila.
Susan, what are you looking for in a parody?
Do you look like you're having fun doing it? And that's really it. If you weren't having fun, then you did something wrong. This is stupid. This is nonsense. This is just play pretend. We're all just putting on little costumes, and it makes people mad for some reason. So we just gotta have fun.
So let's start talking about these Christmas parodies and Sweet Tooth Runway, starting off with Alex Elektra. Let it snow, let it blow, I'm a hoe. Susan, what did you think of Alex this week?
I thought that Alex had a very smart direction that she took the parody. Alex does not know English as well as the 5 other contestants on this season. I think she's one of the only ones who said, you know what? This challenge is just about being stupid. I don't need to reinvent the wheel.
For me, with Alex, the lyrics did not hit. They were kind of confusing. But what really stood out to me was her physical comedy. Like, she was delivering. She was not afraid to look stupid, putting herself in the oven, putting her head on the stove, like throwing flour all over the kitchen. Poor Lana, because I know she made that bitch clean all this up.
This video was really silly. She was being a goof. She was being a silly, goofy girl, and I lived for it.
I thought it was a little bit directionless. I was really confused by it. I did laugh, but I laughed like from discomfort in a way.
Shut up, Hydra. Hydra, shut up. She did good. Shut up, Hydra, shut up. Shut up!
On the runway, Alex looks delicious. It looks sweet. Alex is polished, and Alex knows how to do looks.
I love the expanding foam as the frosting. I love that she had the shoe covers with the stockings. I love the pink hair to match.
I think it is a little bit expected to go like with pink for a sweet tooth theme, but it was really well done. The shape was really cool with the cake on the hips.
It's maybe not the most grand of all the runways this week, but it's certainly not bad by any means, so I think she did a good job this week.
Up next, we have Smokey Karmikael. Bootsy, what did you think about Smokey this week?
Smokey knows how to do funny. Smokey is so hilarious. I loved the little ad-libs she added. I loved the moments of like breaking the pattern of the song where she would just go into like rants that were very funny and added a lot to the comedy aspect of the parody.
There really was not much to
to this video. It's just kind of her in her living room on the couch, but it didn't need all the bells and whistles because she can sell the comedy just with herself.
She just has naturally amazing delivery. She was probably the strongest in that area.
On the runway, I really like what Smokey wore this week. I think the Oreo execution was well made. Again, I wish the bottom part was a little bit more intricate because Stop has a lot of drama, and I wish the bottom part of the silhouette kind of matched that.
My only critique is I think the shoulders are slumping down a little bit. I think if she would have like picked them at maybe 1 or 2 inches higher up, then it would have added more volume and wouldn't looked as like slouchy.
I thought this was a cool silhouette for her. I like that we're starting to see from Smokey like a mix of really campy, bold designs that are also ladylike.
Up and next, we have Gwendolin, who was assigned her song, Hey Sis, It's Christmas. Hydra, what did you think of Gwen this week?
I think Gwen got a disadvantage with the song she had. I picked that song. I think it's horrible. I was hoping someone would get screwed over by it, but alas, she really pulled the most she could out of it. The song is super effective, but she found ways to change it up and keep coming up with new jokes.
Gwendolin really listened to what we were asking for. Gwendolin presented something that was funny, hilarious, and she incorporated so many other people into her parody, which was so fun to see a drag duel family together.
I like how thought through it was. I liked how personal it felt. It felt like a message you were trying to send to yourself at a time when you needed it. And for that to be done in a parody, which was a good parody, that's layers. That's impressive.
And then on the runway, oh my god, that's my favorite runway of this week. That look is incredible. I'm jealous that I didn't think of that look, and I want that look. She looks delicious.
I love that the material of this is almost giving like that like cone texture.
You were the only person who's ever figured out what to do with that ugly, horrible fabric to make it something that I don't hate.
I think this is the best she's ever looked. It's right up her alley. It's on brand for her. And it doesn't get much campier than eating ice cream out of your hat.
Up next, we have Neon Noire. Susan, what did you think of Neon's video?
I think it lacked the lightness of parody. It kind of lacked the Christmas joy, and it went just straight to killing and eating animals. I love killing dogs, don't get me wrong, but I don't actually do that. Except for that one time. Two times. 1.5 times.
I think the main issue with this parody was that it was very narrative and it was lacking a lot of jokes.
The same critique I had for her in Fat Chat is the same critique I have for this. It's more just telling a story and giving us tons of backstory rather than actually giving and telling a joke.
I mean, seeing the uncensored version, all I will say, Patreons will get to see way more than they expected with their exclusive content. That Santa can call me. Neon, I'm sending you my number. Give it to Santa.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing something really shocking and overly, like, visually sexual to get a laugh, but you do run the risk of polarizing your audience, and for me, it just didn't really land.
Now on the runway, I like the idea. I like that Neon went with something different. However, the execution, although it's polished, I wish there was a little bit more fine-tuning, that the silhouette was a little bit more cinched and then exaggerated in certain places.
I think this was a little imbalanced looking, but not strategically imbalanced. Like, I really didn't like the bottom half of the dress.
I thought the black and white Beetlejuice, licorice, safety pin, neon, shin length, mermaid train fantasy was a bit of an acquired taste. I guess licorice is also an acquired taste, but I don't know if anyone is gonna get fully acquired to this runway presentation.
Up next, we have Hennessey. What did you think, Dom, about her All I Want for Christmas Is You parody?
I thought it was really funny because I thought her performance was funny. I love when people are really weird and absurd and they commit to it. And Hennessey really committed to her performance and she wasn't afraid to go there and just like be wacky.
I personally felt it was hilarious by the way how insane it was.
Hennessey's was literally like assault on all the senses, the visuals, the noise, the everything. It was just too much and too chaotic, in my opinion. It wasn't anything fresh, it wasn't anything new, it was just jokes we all heard a million times over.
My stance is, if you're going to take the song and kind of ruin it, then the message needs to be simple. But the message was kind of elevated, so if you're elevating the message, then you shouldn't garble the singing, just because it's a lot going on in my head and I'm like, I don't know which way the joke is.
I think Hennessey's parody video is going to be polarizing to the audience, and it's polarizing on the judges panel as well.
On the runway, Hennessey looks delicious. This look is, Hennessey just looks so good. Any time period, any era, Hennessey can do it all, and I wish that their sewing machine breaks.
I love the classic silhouette on her. It's like very refreshing to see her in this style dress, and I love the asymmetry of it.
I think choosing more muted colors when everyone went for like pastels and like typical candy colors, like a lot of pink, I think it was super successful to do like a more muted and a thought out color story.
Lastly, we have Transjenifahs Gawdy. We can't even repeat this song title, but I think that almost makes it better. Susan, what did you think of Transjenifah?
Before I get into this with you, Transjenifah, I just need to stop and ask, Hydra, why the fuck are you dressed like that? What the fuck is going on in Serbia? Back to you, Transjenifah. This was fun. I'm gonna say the word. I'm not gonna say the word.
I think this was the best parody lyrics of the week. Like, it flowed, the jokes were flying, it was a very clear concept, it made sense, it escalated, there was like storytelling involved, it made me laugh, it was personal.
It's so funny, it's literally perfect in my opinion. It's my favorite thing Transjenifah has done all season. I think it's my favorite thing anyone has done all season. Is just such a highlight. Flawless performance in my opinion. So good. So proud of her.
She really hit the nail on the head with this parody video. However, then we get to that runway. What? Why? Because this was such amazing parody. I wish the runway kept that elevated level of creativity that Transjenifah provided this week.
I think of all the runways this week, this was the weakest. I didn't get bubblegum from it, and if I didn't know that that's what she was going for, I unfortunately just like wouldn't have seen that right away from the runway.
It was just a lot of confusing choices. It wasn't super flattering. The weird thong over the thighs was really distracting. It looked a little bit like haphazard in the way it was draped. So not my favorite look, but her challenge more than makes up for it.
It's time for the final judgment. Everyone should be so proud of the work they presented tonight. You all did an incredible job. However, difficult decisions do need to be made.
Whatever happened happens. Let's see.
Gwendolin, Transjenifahs Gawdy, and Smokey Karmikael. Congratulations, you are the top 3 warriors of the night.
Yes! I'm on the top again. Thank you, Lord.
However, there can only be one winner. Gwendolin, congratulations!
Yes!
You are the winner of tonight's challenge.
Congrats, Gwen.
Work, Gwen.
You win a $100 cash prize and a special power-up. But more on that in a moment.
Let's fucking go. That's my second win, babes.
Congrats, Gwen. That's slay.
Boo. Boo. Tranny on tranny crime. Boo.
I would like to thank AJ and Orbit for all their help. I'd like to thank Zotic for being in the video. I'd like to thank Heavy Cream for being in the video. I'd like to thank all the trans people who made this video possible.
Smokey Karmikael and Transjenifahs Gawdy. Amazing work this week. You are safe.
Okay. I guess I'm happy the trans one won. You know what? Transness is always gonna be on top. So good for Gwen.
This now leaves us with the bottom 3 warriors. Noire, Elektra, and Hennessey. Noire, your licorice runway was more salty than sweet. Elektra, your runway was sweet, but your parody was sour. Hennessey, after your parody, all I want for Christmas are earplugs.
If it's me versus Alex, I'm gonna be upset because Alex is my girl and I don't want her to go home. If it's me against Hennessey, I'm gonna be upset because Hennessey is the front runner and an amazing lip syncer, and I'm probably gonna go home. So I need to be safe.
Elektra, call this a Christmas miracle. You are safe.
Alex is safe over Hennessey?
Oh my god.
I'm so gagged. Alex was one of the divas I thought for sure was going to be in the bottom, so I'm really gagged that she skated by yet again when her video was the least funny, and it also was only 1 minute and 20 seconds. How do you go under time and you're still not in the bottom? That doesn't make sense. I feel like the judges keep giving Alex grace and keep giving her opportunities that they would never give any other contestant, which is frustrating.
This means that unfortunately, Noire and Hennessey, you are the bottom two warriors of the evening.
My sister is in the bottom. Well, both of them.
Okay, so I'm in the bottom. Work.
Hennessey in the bottom is crazy.
I saw Neon and Alex in the bottom. I did not foresee Hennessey in this bottom. She did so good in her video. No.
Okay.
Let's see what they bring.
Noire and Hennessey, it's time for the two of you to participate in the drag duel. To the song Let's Go Crazy by Prince.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't like this.
Warriors, ready your weapons and let the drag duel commence!
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one. Doctor, everything will be alright. Instead of asking how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. Cause in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This life, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to break you down, go crazy, punch a higher floor. You're living in. Take a look around. At least you got friends. I call my old lady for a friendly word. She just picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. That's all I heard. I'm gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. It's good for the purple banana until they put us in the truck.
Amen, Prince. Thank you for your service to the queer community. Okay, that was such a good lip sync.
I'm nervous. I don't like this. This is not fun. This is not fun.
I mean, Hennessey's an amazing performer. But Hennessey did Hennessey. Did it feel rock and roll? No.
Thank you both for that amazing performance. However, we have made our final decision. Noire, we are sorry, but you are the next warrior to be eliminated.
Okay.
Which means, congratulations, Hennessey, you've made it into the drag duel semi-final.
Congratulations, Hennessey, for staying. Work.
Fuck. Neon! Oh my god, Neon.
I really thought I was gonna make it to the end.
Noire, you've elevated this competition's production value to the level that we even couldn't expect. And each week, you adapted to every single challenge. You gave it your all. You presented some incredible work. And the growth you had on this season is insane to witness.
That's crazy, Neon. I feel so weird. I don't know how to feel right now. You're incredible. That's all I have to say. You're fucking incredible.
Neon, I will say this. We have been going back and forth all season, and I know I'm gonna hear some stuff from you that I am not gonna love later on. That being said, you exceeded my expectations. You exceeded everyone's expectations. You brought some really cool drag. I am not super happy to see you go.
Neon, this is crazy. This is bittersweet. I'm so sorry to see you leave. I am tore up from the floor up. And I love you so much. You have the production value of fucking Warner Brothers Studios. I don't know how you do it every single week. I don't.
Am I not the only Europe girl? My Europe queen! Why did you leave? Love you, Neon.
Love me some Neon, but this unfortunately was Neon's time, I fear. I think she really needed to hit this challenge, like, out of the park. And I don't even think she hit the ball.
We really cannot wait to see what the future holds for you and where the drag journey will take you.
Are you fucking serious? Fuck off. Like, honestly, fuck off. Fuck you. I do not deserve to go home. This is fucking bullshit. Did you actually think that was real? She's an actress. Did you not know? No, honestly, this has been an incredible experience. It's really been hard. It's been long. Did I think I should deserve to be in the bottom? Absolutely not. But drag is subjective, and I signed up for this shit. I don't know why, but I did. It's been a pleasure. I am so happy about everything that I've been able to present. I really wish I was a finalist, but that is not the case. But I will say I am just getting started, so if you want to see more of me, go ahead and follow me on all social media at Miss Neon Noire on all social media channels. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, bitches.
To all of our viewing audience at home, if you want to see more Drag Duel exclusive content, well, join our Patreon today. You get access to a bunch of never before seen and aired footage.
And you can join our Discord server where you can chat with us, the judges, as well as previous and current warriors alike. Link to the Patreon is in the description down below.
And as another Drag Duel episode comes to an end, remember, keep your comedy funny, your candy sweet. And Derek, please try not to show up as a melted gingerbread house next time. Bye!
Special thanks to patrons Sean Edmonds and Keone.